Hello and welcome everyone to the team trivia. We are going to be sitting here, myself, Gormizer, alongside Variety, and of course the coach for the Kings, Biggy, who are going to be joining me for this one. You guys are going to be playing some trivia, and again, chat, you as well will be playing at home. The questions will appear in a poll. You'll be able to vote, and we'll be keeping track of your score as well as their scores to see who is better. You get twice the amount of questions, though, so you win usually by default. Maybe you'll just get them all wrong, though.
That's kind of cheating.
Yeah, right? So collectively, we'll see if you two can beat chat, but individually, we'll see which one of you knows your team a little bit better. The whole, I guess, concept of this will be I'll ask you a question. You have the chance. It's all multiple choice, so you will have one of four answers to be able to break it down to. If you get it wrong, the other person will have a chance to answer it and try and get themselves a point and steal it away. So it'll bounce back and forth. We're going to be starting with Variety here. So we'll do question number one, which is very simply, how many games have you played so far this year? Have you played 47, 63, 57, or 75?
This includes like playoffs as well, right?
Yes. And I believe, and I will put this is all pre-phase 3, so this doesn't include this last week. But take the number plus 2, and that includes last week.
What was it again?
47, 63, 57, or 75?
I feel like it's 57.
I feel like it's 57?
Yeah.
I see someone in chat saying 57. I don't see the poll going up. But chat, I'm going to go ahead and tell you you're out of time. Now I'm going to use that one guy's answer as your answer. And that's not correct, so I'll move over Biggy. 47, 63, or 75 are the other three options.
I'm trying to think.
Don't look at me, I'm not helping.
Surely 73.
You're going to say
what is it?
the 71?
75?
75?
Yeah.
I'll just set the 63 one or whatever.
Well, you already lost, so you can't.
Well, you would have gone to the right answer, though. You're going to be wrong as well. It is 63. I guess now technically 65 after this weekend. But again, up to this point, you guys had played up to 63 games. I think the highest now is like 80 games played. I think the Dragons and the Leviathans have both hit 80 games. It's a long time. So now, Biggy, question number 2 goes over to you. What is your win rate this year? This feels like something you should know. Again, this is prior to this weekend, which I don't think 2 games would change too much. Phase 3 hasn't changed too much. 42%, 55%, 65%, or 79%.
What did we finish in the first split? I feel like third or fourth or something.
I think we finished tied first in the first split. And
No,
then we went
no
to
way.
groups. Yes?
Oh yeah, we got done by the groups, huh? I'd say, what is it, 60 something you said?
65?
Yeah, I feel like we came first last split, so if we don't have like a 60% win ratio, we must have lucked. Yeah, it's 60.
Yeah, locking it in, 65% is correct. That is exactly what your win rate was this year. So you've got, again, like you said, you've been winning really well. Maybe it depends on, I guess, on how you would have performed. We'll never know because we can't change the past. But like how that phase 1 playoffs could have changed everything by like 2%. You never know. All right, so back over to you, Variety. How much time do you? What a weird question. Sorry, I wrote these a couple weeks ago because like I think your original media day was supposed to be a few weeks ago, and it got rescheduled. And so this threw me off guard. How much time do you think you've spent in-game this year? Have you played 32 hours, 25 hours, 40 hours, or 19 hours? This puts a lot of Smite into perspective. That is a lot of games, and this is just SPL comp. This is not even scrims, not even like anything you play outside of it.
We played 63 games so far this year.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not the 19. Was it said 19?
Yeah, 19
not
was the last answer.
What was the 21?
25.
I feel like it's too low as well. The next one.
The other two were 32 and 40.
I'll go for 32.
You're going for 32?
Yeah.
I see someone in chat said 40. And, oh, hey, we do have the polls. The polls are coming in now. Here we go. Most of chat is also voting over towards 40, although it's bouncing back and forth. You had said 32. I'm going to give them a second to get their votes in. And I guess it kind of makes sense. Like, you know, average games are what, like half an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I think this year, yeah, they're like kind of lower this year as well. I feel like.
We've had some really quick ones. Like, I think a few sub 20 minutes, but most are in that 25 to 30 area. And chat, I'm going to go ahead and cut you off. You said 40 hours. You do not get a point. Biggy, you do get a point. Not Biggy.
Yes.
Variety gets a point. Don't give it to Biggy. It goes to Variety. 32 hours is the amount of time that you had spent in game. And that's, again,
That
that's
logic
just
was just
SPL.
flawless. Absolutely flawless.
Absolutely flawless. All All right, question number 4. Biggie, who has the most multi-kills on the team? Is it Netroid, Twig, Variety, or Tings?
Well, it's definitely Royd or Tings. I think they both had like over 100 kills last split.
Yeah.
I don't think you're getting many multi-kills.
I'm getting many multi-deaths though, that's for sure.
I feel like it's like such a late game, maybe mid game sometimes.
Didn't BigManTingZ get a quadra kill sometime in phase 2?
I don't know. Maybe. I think one.
I'd say Royd personally, but
I think Big Man.
You're gonna say Big Man? Oh, chat! Oh wow, chat is overwhelmingly voting in favor of BigManTingZ. And guess what? You both get your point. BigManTingZ. I wish I had the number in front of me, but he had I think 30 something, and then Netroid was in the high 20s.
Yeah.
And then I think it dropped down into the teens for everybody else because the double kills that just somehow always seem to happen are what comes up next. All right, Variety. I feel bad because this one, I don't like this question, but it's in here. Question number 5. What is your kills per minute for the year? So an average time, I guess, your total kills per minute in game.
for me personally.
No, for the team. Has your team gotten 0.1 kill a minute, 0.4 kills a minute, 0.8 kills a minute, or 1 kill a minute?
I feel like we have pretty slow kill games, right? I feel like we don't have many.
I think you guys have had one of the lowest kill count games in the year, one where it ended with 7. You got 7 and then you won.
It's got to be super low, I think. At least one of the first two.
What was it? 0.1 per minute.
It was 0.1 and 0.4 were the first two.
I think it was 0.1.
You're gonna go with 0.1?
0.1, yeah.
Chat's hovering around 0.4 right now.
That's so bad. Surely it's 0.4. 0.1's Valkyries or
That's
something.
1 kill every 10 minutes, right?
I guess, yeah, that'd be 1 kill.
Okay, never mind. 0.4.
No. You can't change it. I chose 0.4. I chose 0.4.
0.4.
Okay.
0.4.
0.4. Chat's saying 0.4. A couple of people are saying 0.4. 0.4 or 0.8, I should say. But 0.4 is right. Chat and Variety, you're going to be able to get the point there. It is, 0.4. You guys have gotten a good amount of kills, but like you said, especially I think in phase 1, there was a lot of we're just going to chill. We're going to take you to 15 minutes. We're going to have a lead, and then we're going to beat you. And that was pretty much how you guys played.
What's the highest? Do you know that? Or?
I can look it up real quick, but I'm pretty sure. Let's see. I've got it here. We might as well. Might take a little bit. The spreadsheet always takes forever. But I know, I think the dragons.
Yeah, I was going to say the dragons.
Because the dragons like to fight a lot.
Or maybe the scarabs. Maybe not kills for them, but
I guess
games are pretty bloody.
Especially when it goes down to per minute. That's where things get really weird because it's it might be the Valkyries because they have less minutes.
Yeah.
Although they also have way less kills, so that shakes things up. Let's look at where this could be. Kills per minute. Kills per minute. There's damage per minute. Damage taken per minute. I must have scrolled past it. Here we go. Kills per minute. The highest is, the Dragons with 0.45. You guys are at 0.4. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The Leviathans with 0.48. But it is Leviathans, Dragons, Bolts, and then you are tied with the Titans right now at both 0.4.
Nice.
Not that bad.
Not that bad. Lots of kills that are going to be coming in. Question 6. Biggie, back over to you.
Yeah.
What is your deaths per minute for the year? Is it 0.12, 0.34, 0.67, or 1.1? How much is your team dying?
I think it's just got to. I think we definitely have more kills than deaths. I think 0.34. What was the first one? 0.1 something?
It was, 0.12.
I think it's got to be 0.34. I think Ben's had some pretty big in sessions in the SPL.
Well, good news for you and good news for chat. 0.34 is the right answer. You guys are, let's see, because I have it open already, behind 4 different teams at least, and then tied with the Dragons and the Bolts for deaths per minute. So you guys are dying. It averages out to about 10.7 deaths a game, so almost 11 per game. Now, what is, and this goes back over to you, Variety, your most picked god? Again, this was prior to this weekend. Mainly because I don't know if this weekend changes anything.
Surely it's just.
I was going to say King Arthur.
Oh, right, multiple choice. I have to give you the answers, don't I? Ymir, Anhur, Gilgamesh, or Terra?
Wait. Oh, it's not like overall. It's like out of those ones.
Yes.
Is it
And that
on there?
was for this year. Let me go check to make sure nothing's changed about it, but yeah.
Well,
I'll throw this out there for you. King Arthur is your 8th most picked. You've
Really?
played 11 King Arthur games. All of these are pushing much higher than that.
No way.
Huh?
I feel like I've only played Terra once and Gilgamesh once.
This is teams picked, not yours individually. Teams picked. Yours is definitely King Arthur. We'll say that.
what was the fourth? Ymir, Terra.
It was
so
Ymir, Anhur, Gilgamesh, or
Oh.
Terra for the team.
It's either Gilgamesh or Ymir, I think.
I think
But
it's-
Ymir does get banned a
I think
lot
it's-
against us.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Terra then. You should pick Terra.
No, it's definitely Gilgamesh.
The Biggie's over there like, look, I coach the team. I know what we're picking, all right?
I'd say Gilgamesh.
You're going to say Gilgamesh? Well, the answer is Gilgamesh, but it's also Ymir. So you were right. They've actually been played the same amount of times. Both of them have 19 games so far this year. And I should double check to make sure this isn't a question that I'm about to strip away from me. And it is a question I was about to strip away from me. So I'll actually skip giving a fun fact, and instead we'll move over to Biggie to answer this. What has been the most banned god against the team? Is it Tiamat, Naja, Ymir, or Fenrir?
I feel like it's just against us. Well, not. I think we didn't play any Naja this play or like any Fenrir the previous this past bit. As Team Adam, what was the fourth one?
Tiamat, Ymir, and then Naja, Fenrir were the other two.
I feel like it's got to be Tiamat just because that god's
don't
been
think
so
so.
broken for so
Ymir.
long.
I don't think so.
But yeah, but I don't know because
if
we're second pick, we're banning it. So
yeah, so I'd say Ymir. But
yeah, I think Tiamat. Yeah.
You're going to say Tiamat? Chat is
Yeah.
very overwhelmingly. It's 86% on Tiamat, 12% on Ymir, and then 2 people have voted Fenrir. Thinking, look, Chad, I understand. You think I'm trying to throw you off. But Tiamat is the right answer.
Yeah.
She has been banned against you. At the time, it was 31 when I wrote this. It was 31 Tiamat bans versus you, or like 30 Tiamat bans, and then like 29 or 28 Ymir bans. After this last week, they are tied now. So they are both some very heavy bans up against the Kings. But you get the point, and that's all that matters. So now it's what, 3-4? Variety questions coming over to you. Chat's up at 6, but they get twice the chances to get this right. I'm glad somebody else is keeping track of chat's answers, because I'm totally not. I'm sorry. Let's see. How many gods has the team played this year? Have you guys played 48 different gods, 59 different gods, 67 different gods, or 74 different gods?
I feel like we all have like pretty concise god pools, so it's definitely on the lower end. What was the 51?
It's 59.
Oh. And the other one was 40.
Was 48.
48. I feel like it's 48.
You're going to say 48?
Yeah.
Chat right now is bumping all of their answers over towards, and it said, well, currently it was around 75% towards 59. And it is because, like you said, a lot of it, like you guys, there'll be, what, Tiamat, Ymir, and then a couple of other bands thrown your way, and then you'll just play your gods. You just play your game.
Yeah, I think Big Man's probably the one that plays the most random stuff. Other than like Ben plays the same 2 gods every game. Sam plays like the same 3 gods.
I know we were talking about it on the desk, I think at either the playoffs or in phase 2, but like there was a point where like Netroid had like 7 games in a row where he played Rom, or 7 sets in a row where he only played Rom, and it's like, yeah, you don't got to change it if no one's going to make you change it.
No.
And it worked out there. But unfortunately, you're not going to get the point. Chat, you do get the point. It's 59. 48 was just a little too low, but 59 different gods. Still pretty wide variety in that. But I guess when you slice that up by 5, that's like 12-ish maybe gods per player. But like you said, it bounces back and forth.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it has been forced creativity from genetics with all the support bands that keep getting thrown.
Oh,
in.
yeah, true.
All right, Biggie. Question number 10. How many buffs have you stolen this year? Has the team stolen this year? Is it 105, 130, 170, or 202?
I don't feel like it's a lot.
Well, it includes like it's got to include like if you get FG and you invade their buffs,
Yeah.
and you're just like running through the jungle, and you get like FG to steal everything. Is it just like it's just the bigger buffs?
Yeah, just the bigger buffs, not like small camps. Like so, speeds, reds, purples, and blues, and greens. I guess now that that's on the map.
What do we play 63 games?
Yeah, 63 games.
Surely it's got to be like 200 then. Like it's only like 3 a game. And like if you're getting FG and then you're taking all their buffs and stuff, surely it's got to be like on the higher end.
Well, say we get FG once, right? We take all their buffs at least once, which is 5.
Yeah,
So
that's just math.
So you're leaning towards the higher end.
What was the one below 202?
170.
It's one of those. What's Twitch chat saying?
Twitch chat has finalized their answer at 130, so they're going even lower than you.
God, do you think we're that bad?
2 a game. I'll say 170 then.
Saying 170? 170 is right. You've managed to steal off 170 buffs.
Good.
I think I have the split for it. It is 49 blue buffs. Whoop, 49 blue buffs. The math to this is going to add up to 172 if anyone starts doing it at home because it includes a couple of others. 44 red buffs, 7 green buffs, 20 speeds, and 52 blues. So that's on your side. You've got good control as it comes down to it.
What can I say?
Jari will get that one right. Chat, you don't get the point. Biggy does. And then back to variety. What percent of the team's damage, what percent of the team's damage taken is BIGMANTINGZ? Has he taken 25% of the team's damage, 6% of the team's damage, 16% of the team's damage, or 12%?
If it's 25%, he's getting kicked. That's for sure.
It's going to be pretty low. He's a little bit of a KDA player.
Yeah. What was it, 6%?
There was 6, 16, and 12 that were not the 25.
I feel like 6 or 12.
I think 6 is pretty low, like really low. I think it's going to be 12
I
or
might
16.
reuse this question.
Well,
I
I feel
like
like
this one.
Me and Sam are at least like 30% each, right? Then Ben's probably up there, for sure.
30 is a lot. But even if...
I'd say 12, maybe.
You're
Probably
going to say 12?
Yeah.
All right, chat. Let's see. I'm going to give them
Like
time
if
because I'm
it's
trying to look it up now that
6%,
you've mentioned
he
it.
needs to be getting in there a bit more. Maybe.
Well, there was that time he was clearing a solo wave while they were on FG, so who knows?
Chat said 16%. Chat, you do not get the point. Variety, you do. It is 12%. He's taken 12% of the team's damage so far. Manages to keep himself from getting kicked.
Yep.
Doesn't hit the 25% threshold. And so that makes I think the score now will go up with that answer right to 5-5, if I'm doing the math correct. Or they already ticked it up and it's 4-5. We'll go back over to Biggy. How much gold has your team earned this year? Is it 3.8 million, 5.1 million, 2.6 million, or 6 million gold?
Bruh. Oh dear.
What, long games, like if you're lucky, you get to the 100K mark?
I don't
like
reckon we've had a
63
100K game this year.
Let's see what chat's saying. Chat's leaning towards the 5.1 million.
I don't think it's 6.
You don't think it's 6?
No. I think 6 is way too high. I mean, we played 63 games, right? So
What are the answers again?
It was 3.8, 5.1, 2.6, or 6.
I think 3.8.
You're going to say 3.8?
Yeah.
Well, that is not right. So, Righty, you have a chance to steal. 2.6, 5.1, or 6?
5.1.
You're going to say 5.1? Chat's also saying 5.1. And 5.1 is right. You guys have amassed 5.1 million gold. Now, I did this math. Was simply, I typed in what is the value of gold and then multiplied it by 5.1. But it said it's somewhere between like 8.5 and 9 billion dollars worth of gold if we transitioned it. Mifflin told me to turn it into gold coins because these are what they're based on. But I didn't want to do the math, so I didn't at that point. So that's an extra point for variety there. And that makes it a tie game. As we go to, that started as a Biggie question. So we go back to variety with question number 13. Who has the biggest god pool this year? So who has played the most different gods? Is it yourself? Is it BMT, Genetics, or Twig?
You or BMT, for sure.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably me. I feel like I have like a lot of one god games out there.
Yeah.
So I'd say me personally.
You're going to say you?
Yeah.
I'm going to give chat some time to get their votes in. A lot of them are starting to vote towards BMT. I know, like, because like we've had, I'm going to look at like the gods that you've played like once. There's a single, man, they're not, I was going to throw them out there. You've only played Cucullin once this year, actually, as it turns out. That's kind of surprising to me.
Yeah, surely it's you, I feel like.
Well, I played like a few Terra games, a few Sobek games.
Yeah, like
I think-
random
I
like
think Tyr as well.
warriors as well.
You guys definitely have one of the, if I remember correctly, like one of the more wide, like just team-wide god pools. But you, individually, Variety, are correct that it is yourself. 17 different gods that you have played here. Chat, you had voted for BMT, so no point for you. And this is actually, I'm actually really surprised because you're very close to where chat is. I think most of these that we've done so far,
We're owning these guys.
it kind of makes sense for chat to like, you know, at this point it'd be like 10-6 or 11-6 and 5, but there, you guys are keeping up pretty well.
Combined, we're beating them.
Yeah,
Too
there you
easy.
go. That's the, and you know what?
Just better.
Maybe that's what matters most in the end of this. And in fact, I think this is going to end up helping you at least. This is something I imagine you would know, and I'm going to be surprised if you don't answer it fast, Biggie. Who is your worst team matchup this year? I think I had rated this as like least wins to most losses against,
I think it's got to be dragons, right?
and it was Bolts, Leviathans, Titans, Dragons.
I think it's just dragons. We kind of own. I think we only lost to Titans in the playoffs. I think we've beaten Bolts both splits. I think we've gone 1-1 both splits. I think we've only beaten Dragons once this year. And we've beaten Leviathans maybe 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
I think it's dragons.
And chat is, wow, overwhelmingly agreeing with you. 83% right now. I'm going to continue letting them get their votes in. But chat, I'll also go ahead and tell you that you're right. It is the Dragons. I can't remember what it was at the time. I think I don't know. Well, it hasn't shifted. You haven't played the Dragons yet this year, but it was
No.
like 4-7. Like you guys have pushed them to 3 games, but they've been able to win most of them. I'd have to look up the numbers again just to make sure. But yeah, the Dragons have just a little bit of an edge on top. Fun fact, Dragons are coming in next Monday. There you go. Back over to Variety. Well, I gave you guys 16 questions. And question number 15, who has the highest kill participation for your team? Is it you, Twig, Genetics, or Netrioid?
It's either Twig or Genetics. I feel like it's natural just to say the jungler, but for some reason I feel like Genetics is
You're leaning towards Genetics?
up there.
He's kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
All the time.
No.
Yeah, I'd say Genetics.
It could be.
You're going to say Genetics?
Yeah.
About 10% of chat is agreeing with you here. A lot of people immediately go into the jungler. And I'll throw this out there, because I also see Genetics is in chat, so hey to Genetics. But also, you just earned Variety a point, because Genetics is the highest kill participation player on the team. He's got 77% kill participation. If I remember, it was like the difference of like 2 or 3% between the two of them.
Yeah,
But
I
he
was gonna say
just edges
Should
it
be
out.
close, but
Yeah.
So that puts you in the lead. Biggie, if you get this, you can at least tie. I don't have a tiebreaker, so that's going to be interesting. So if you get it wrong, that could give Variety a chance not only to win, but maybe
I can
even
just throw
steal.
if you want.
This is one where we're going to jump across the entire career. Which player on the Kings has the highest win percentage across their entire career? Is it Twig, Netrioid, Variety, or Genetics?
In the SPL? Just
Yes,
SPL?
just SPL. Because I think I actually went through and manually did these numbers to make sure anybody that had played in like an SCC or in
I feel like Big Man was on some pretty bottom teams. Like when he played support and he was on mouse for a long time, and they were kind of like, I think Harry's win-loss is bad from like his early days as well. I mean, Royd's, what's his like? Is this his second year or?
this would be his second. Like he's
And they won a lot of
1.5
games last year, and we've won a lot of games this year.
It gets more interesting though, because like Genetics has played for a while. Like Variety, you've been playing for a long time as well. And
yeah.
so has Twig.
Sam's not played that much SPL, and he was on E United, and they kind of lost a lot, right?
Come on, man.
I think it's like percentage.
Yes.
I think it's Royd.
It could be
I think it's
Royd
Royd or
Sam.
Ben. I don't think it's. No, I think
It
Royd.
could be Ben, actually.
Because Royd's team was like they did well last year, like really well.
Well, Genetics in chat had said Netroid surely.
Yeah, I think
And
it's.
they were fighting between Genetics and Twig actually.
I
as
think
they
it might
were
actually be
back and forth.
Twig. He was on Rival for 2 years and they dominated.
Yeah, but it's percent. I think he like on a Bay. I guess they were kind of.
Season 3 of Bay was kind of meh. But like season 4 and 5 of Bay
What was he on early days? Like Coast?
Fnatic.
Fnatic? Yeah, they were good as well. But I mean, I think Royd, but I think it could be Ben as well. But I go Royd.
So you're gonna say Netroid?
Yeah,
Oh, it is wrong. Righty, you want to steal?
don't steal it.
Can I give it back to him?
No, it's,
I guess if you really wanted,
we just want to beat
I don't
chat.
have a rule for that.
We just want to beat chat. That's what's important.
Well, now I'm stuck between. We said Royd, right?
He had said Royd, so it's
It's
Twig,
got-
yourself, and Genetics.
It's got to be Ben then, surely.
Well, with a 63% win rate this year, and Sam was only on E United for like. Wait. Nah, I think I'm going Twig.
You're going Twig?
Twig.
We'll throw this out there. Netroid had a 62% win rate across his career, but Twig is the right answer. He has a 64% win rate. It's just a couple of wins more, but you know what? I guess showing up to Worlds 7 times in a row,
Yeah.
or maybe 8 at this point, I can't even remember. It has been treating him pretty well. And so that means, at least between the two of you, Variety, that you're the one who wins. And collectively, you two beat chat. So thumbs up. Everybody's happy for that one.
Easy, dude.
Oh,
These
God.
guys suck.
And
Maybe next
all
time, guys.
16 questions. But hey, thanks for tuning in, chat. Thanks for playing along. Of course, thanks you two for sitting around. You can follow them on Twitter. And of course, watch all of the Kings games that come through. But that's going to wrap it up for trivia. We're going to kick it to a quick break, and then we'll be right back with more.
Bye.
For that man, but he had the horsey, and horsey, don't you stop! Fido care! Fido!
I gave up dabbing for Lynn.
Cool. No more dabbing for Final. He looked at me and said, I'm going to be on that stage next year. I'm going to become a world champion.
Ripping through! Titan! Down, ball 3! A double goal!